Alright guys, so we are rolling up to the state land. We're going to get some more woods time on Tilly. And I've been working on a couple things with Tilly. No leash, right? So I've not been using a leash with her. Not loading her in the car with a leash, not getting her out of her pen with a leash. None of that stuff, right? So she is just going full, no leash. And we're going to kind of work on that while we're still in this woods time phase. I think it'd be really nice to have a sweet handling dog off leash while we get out and go hunts and do things like that. She is a very nice dog when it comes down to that. Comes back as soon as she's called, so no issues there. It is about, I don't know, 9 o'clock, going to be 9 o'clock by the time we get in the woods in the morning, and it's about 50 degrees this morning. I checked the HuntWise app, and it said we have a high probability of movement today for squirrels, so we're going to roll with it. Maybe we'll get something treed, maybe not. If not, we are just going to do a lot of walking, a lot of waiting, and a lot of seeing what Tilly's going to do. I'll try to get some screenshots of the GPS and put them up as we go. I never know how these are going to turn out, guys, but we'll see today. So the old city slicker squirrels have already been down and moving. We're going to get out here to see if they're moving out here in the state land. We'll just see how it goes, guys. They still have the gate closed, so I do have to still walk back up in here. So it'll be a minute for us to get hiked up in there. Tilly's just doing her thing, running. So we'll try to keep y'all up to date on anything. I mean, Tilly, she's on the move right now. She's took off pretty good. So we'll see. So we're just walking this 2-track for now. Right up there at those trees. We get off the path, we can get down into some more open woods. And that's where I had her last time. So that's what we're going to do this time. The woods that I really want to go to are like way in the back. I don't feel like walking all the way in there. They'll have the gate open soon enough on this. But let's go ahead. Billy already got a little head start. So I'm just going to push up in here and start breaking some brush and see what she says, or if we can get anything done back here. Of course, I'm the loudest person in the woods. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk her until she starts searching around, and once she does that, I'm just going to wait on her. If you guys remember, right here is where I shot that first squirrel for her, is in this exact spot. One of these few trees right here is where I did. So I know there's squirrels in here. So this is just kind of what it is, you know. I just sit still. She's jumping on me there. But just as long as she's moving around, I'm not moving, right? If she wants to come back and not go, then we'll start moving. Hopefully squirrels have gotten down already this morning and she can find one or something like that. But we got like a whole little strip that we can walk this way, and that's what I plan on doing. Give her a minute to get done messing around, and here she is at my feet. So we're just gonna walk her down in there, just little bits at a time, man. That's all it is. The more we get out, the more she gets comfortable with peeling off away from me, the better she's going to do. And I've purposefully kind of not had her out a whole lot because I'm trying to make these last couple weeks before season opens, because I kind of want her to get treed and one knocked down when I can, you know. So we're just going to keep on pushing, guys. So there's the old Tilly puppy right there. And she's got her nice something on the log she thinks she likes, so we're just gonna chill. Usually it's a hard time filming video because every single time that I talk, she wants to run back. So it's kind of hard to talk to you guys and film, but she seems not to be being that way this morning. we're just going to let her do what she's going to do. I'm sure she'll come checking in a minute. She's taking off a little bit deeper in there now, so hopefully some good stuff happens. I'm out here and stuff, I keep my eye out for stuff like that right there. That's a squirrel nest. And I kind of see how she's acting when we get up around these squirrel nests and stuff. But she's kind of quit what she was doing for a minute. We're just going to keep walking, you know. She'll get pushed. It's just a whole lot of this touch and go stuff, guys. There's nothing really to it. Like right there, she skated off in there pretty good. Looks like she likes it, so I'd like to have her hunting out in front of me better. Which there she went right there, and she's out there. We're just waiting. When she comes back, we'll push on. So she's just working around, and this is what I like to see. This is what I like to see in this woods time stuff. As long as she's pushing her nose, I don't care what she's doing. If they're pushing their nose towards something, they're going to turn something up, you know. So that's kind of what I let them do. Hopefully they're pushing the right stuff, and if not, we'll address it if that's the case. But she's getting pretty far out. She's checking a tree right there, so hopefully she'll give us a bark, and if she does, we've got something treed. If not, we just keep pushing and letting her do what she's doing. And if she's checking these trees and there's squirrels in them, I can walk by them and kind of give it a glance and see if there's one up there. But what I'm not wanting to do is get her and put her on the tree and get her treeing, right? I kind of want her to do that on her own. If I get doing this and all she's doing is checking trees for, you know, extended times in the woods, when this kind of thing, every time I bring her out and she's never treeing up, then yeah, I will talk about, you know, putting her on the tree and getting her to tree up. She really likes that tree right there, and she's checked it about 4 times, but she has not given me any barks. So I'm just kind of hanging back watching her. Maybe she'll get in there, maybe she'll tree it. But the whole time that I'm standing here, she's over there hunting, right? And this is the whole point. And the more that I stand here and she's out there, when she comes back and I'm here, the more comfortable she gets being gone. So she will get a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper. And that's kind of the idea. Now, being a Feist, I'm not so sure about that, but this is how I do my hounds, but I'll be at nighttime, you know. So here she is coming back to check in. She's been gone out there for probably 4 or 5 minutes. So we're just going to walk over by this tree that she was checking and kind of see what she has to say about it. So she's came back. I'm walked over here. This is the tree that she was checking here, and she's just jumping all over me, real excited and stuff, and I'm just gonna give her a command. If I'm going to give her a command, it's going to be go get them, go talk to them, get a squirrel, something of that nature, to try to get her pushed on. But she really likes this area. She's checked this tree. This tree is just a small little tree. I can see every branch on it. There is some possibility for timber over into some of them trees, but again, we're letting her tell us what we're doing and waiting on her to give us some barks. She hasn't made it very far. But what she's done is she's picked up this down branch and followed it over there to that tree. And here I'm talking, here she comes back, jumping on me. I know you smell a squirrel. So we're just going to kind of push and see what she does. We got, you know, den trees hanging out. There's squirrel nests around here. I know there's squirrels here. I've shot squirrels here. So we're just going to give her all the time in the world to find them, if she's going to find them. And if she's milling, as long as she's pushing her nose, I don't care, right? You push your nose, as long as you're sniffing around, I'm good, you know. If you're just dilly-dallying, rolling around, not working any, then I'm going to try to get you pushed. But as long as that nose is on the ground, working like it is right there, I'm just letting her do it. And yeah, this is time consuming, and it takes a long time. And the dog will come back a bunch and won't stay gone long. But what we're doing here is giving them the tools to make their own decisions out here. Right? I can't be out here directing her to every little tree, every little sign of squirrel or anything like that. She's kind of got to do that on her own. And the reason why I do it this way is because I find once they do go out there, they do pick up a track, they do make it to the tree, and they do tree it up, that's all the better. They've done it completely on their own. I haven't backed them up with minimal help. So we're putting together a better dog in the long run. And if we have to shoe a dog every time and it comes back to get shoed to go hunt, we shouldn't have to tell our dog to go hunt every time, right? So they kind of got to do it on their own. It was a bust. Was in there about half an hour. Only one tree checked. So we're going to push a little deeper down the path, try to get into another chunk. So Tilly's gone way up there. This is that chunk of woods that I always take her to. You guys have seen in quite a few of the woods time videos, but she took on a foot there by herself this time, so maybe with any luck she'll go in there and tree something before I get there. That'd be just real awesome. But in reality, she'll be coming right back down that path before I get up there. So it's just woods time. This is the chunk that she treed one at here at the state land. She went in there, she bolted. I thought she might have had something, but again, just pulling the same maneuvers. New little section. Hopefully the little dog does something today. I kind of want to get a lot of woods time on her today. A lot of catching up to do. I know there's a lot of squirrel sign in here too, so we're just letting her work. I know I've seen squirrels in this tree before, you know, so they're here. It's just a matter of getting them treed. So she's definitely got something winded pretty good right here. She's trying to figure it out. She's on it. So hopefully I'm just gonna give her time. Maybe she'll figure it out. But she's ears up, moving, hopping, running around like a crazy woman. I do know that tree right there, this is the tree that she treed on the first time I brought her here. So Tilly just got over here and gave me a bark. Hopefully she can get back on a tree for me. She had a squirrel chattering at her, but she did tree up. Called her treat on the GPS. She gave me one good bark. And couldn't. This is the type of stuff I'm talking about. It's so hard to get that on the camera. I'm just gonna give her a send. Where's that? Where's that girl? So hopefully we can try to find this tree. Where's it at, girl? But I'm gonna check GPS, see if I can't find this tree. We'll come back if we get it found, or she starts barking on it again. I have no. It's kind of in this area. I don't know where, but she just gave me the one good bark and left it. But I think she should be able to find it again. I do believe. Talk to it. Where's that? Where's it at, girl? I'm guessing right here somewhere. Talk to it. Where's it at? Where's it at, Tilly? Where's that, girl? Where's that? Where? Where's that, girl? Talk to it. Talk to it, girl. Talk to it. I don't know if she's got the right tree or what. This is just a bush. Could have definitely jumped up and jumped out. Where's it at? Where's it at, girl? I mean, there's a big one there. This is definitely... You gotta do my dog the due diligence. Definitely ain't nothing in this thing. That was just a rush of excitement. Ah, man, I really wish you would have stuck that tree or got me back to it and actually barked on it for you guys, but it's kind of how it goes. She pushed off about 40 yards. I was taking screenshots of her. Called her treed, so I pulled up my camera. She gave the bark, started recording, and tried hollering to her to get on the tree. As soon as I did, she peeled right back to me. So, you know, what do? She's darting off again. And just hopefully she'll keep this little momentum and tree them as we come to them. Maybe I'll be able to get eyes on the next one. So there's Tilly out there. You can barely see her. Just pushing. Moving good. She liked something and took off. And this is what I like, right? This is what I'm looking for ultimately. Is for her to be out there just moving around. You can barely see her out there. Hunting around, hunting around. And hopefully she won't quit it, and hopefully she'll come up with a tree. It was between like that big one right there and then that big one right there. But here she comes back, you know, and this is kind of what I do. And she decided not to come all the way back, take it back out there. Just gonna let her work. She's got herself on top of a log. And then I'll just chilling. But I'm gonna hang out back here and let her do her thing. Talk to it. Talk to it. Good girl. Talk to it. Good girl. Talk to it. Get it. Get it, girl. Good girl. Talk to it. Good girl. Talk to it. Good girl. Good girl. Get that squirrel. Get that. Talk to it. Talk to it. Good girl. Ah, get it, squirrel. Get it. Talk to it. Good girl. Talk to it. So, get. Good girl. Talk to it. Talk to it. Good girl. Good girl. That's a good girl. Alright guys, so what I have is Tilly was over here pushing a ground squirrel and it went up a tree, and then while I was standing here watching, a black squirrel came out of this tree, ran right over here and went up this tree. So I got Tilly over here close to it and let her work around in here. She found the tree, she got up on it, she didn't bark, left, come back and checked it a couple times. So what I decided to do is go ahead and encourage her to tree on this tree, because for one, it has been a while since I've actually got her some good decent tree work put on her. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to see this squirrel in this tree. I don't think that it can timber off anywhere, but it very well might have. And I have a squirrel nest in this tree right here. It could have made the jump, but I know that the squirrel went up this tree. I did not put her on it to get her treeing. Just grab her off a track and put her over there. I let her find it on her own first. Once she showed that she didn't really want to bark after it, then I decided I'm going to have to go ahead and get her to go barking. Now Tilly is having a little bit of an issue barking at the tree, because what she's wanting to do is stand on me and bark at me and not so much on the tree. But if she gets it and picks a tree, she'll kind of do that. But so that's two. I'm not really going to count this one. She did make one earlier, but only gave me one bark, so I felt it was probably appropriate to put a little bit of tree work on her, get her praising the tree, get her doing a little bit more. But I'm gonna look up here, see if I can see this thing. If not, I know where it's at. It's over here in this nest. I guess I'm just gonna call that one. That's a pine tree anyway. But you know, I'm out here going on 2 hours now. 3 different little chunks of woods. That is the first squirrel I've seen. I've seen a lot of ground squirrels or a lot of chipmunks, but you know, I'm just trying the best that I can to get this little dog treeing good enough that I can get something out to her. Now, see, that tree right there would have been a perfect tree in season to get something knocked down, and she would really click it and go, oh, okay, I really get it now. So we're kind of stuck halfway, kind of in limbo at the moment. But we're going to walk our way out of here, wrap that video up, you guys. Y'all keep them treed all this woods time for a couple little barks in the woods. But that's what we do it for. She got off to 60 yards solo. So I'm good. I'm good with all this today. I really like that woods time video. I'm going to I put it together. No cuts, no nothing. Every bit of footage that I got for this woods time. We were out for ultimately 3 hours is what it got us back to the house, or back to the car. Tilly did good. Tilly didn't do anything I wasn't expecting her to do already. I wasn't expecting to see a squirrel run down a tree right in front of my face and go in another tree. I kind of wish that I would have just let Tilly do what she was doing and hope maybe she would have done it on her own. But being out there for 3 hours already, and that's the only actual squirrel that I seen. The first time that she treed with the one bark, the squirrel was chuckling at her. So it was up there barking at her, and so I know that there was one over there in that area. I just couldn't get the tree found that she was on, right? She wouldn't go back to the tree, or the tree that she kept showing me clearly didn't have anything in it. But that doesn't mean that she didn't put something up that tree, and then when she left and ran back to me that it jumped out, right? So I'm not gonna knock her on any part of her performance. I mean, she got out there, she pushed out, she ran around, she did her thing, she hunted, and at the end of the day, when I take her out and it is better conditions and the leaves are down and you can see a long ways, if I have a dog that is gonna go out there and run around and look and check and make, you know, move around, her chances of seeing a squirrel goes up by like 100-fold, you know. And knowing her, she's going to tree one when she sees one, right? She's gonna try to tree it if she sees one. So it just all kind of trickles down and spirals into this mesh of goodness that I'm trying to cook up. Okay, so we've accomplished that. No leash for the past 2 times. Tilly is loading and unloading without a leash. She's not running off and not coming back. She's coming back and checking in. That's good. Coming back when called, doing everything that she's supposed to be doing. 2 trees made today. I'm not going to count the second one because I kind of did that, but I did not do it in the typical way of just grab a dog and put it on a tree. I called her over and had her work the area. Once she got on the tree a couple times, then I started encouraging her to go ahead and bark. So she knows what she's doing. She's not so familiar with the treeing up with just by using the nose and that kind of thing. But, you know, what can you do? I have had her laid up a little too much. Wish I would have got her out just a little bit more. I've had her out, you know, maybe 3 or 4 times since I got back from vacation. I actually think this is my 4th time having her out, and she's been laid up periodically and just having her out one time, right? So today would be a big chunk of it knocked down, and I haven't been taking her over to the park, right? I did the one day, but I haven't been taking her over to the park. I've been taking her to the state land, so things are definitely went up a notch in the difficulty level for her, but I like it. That's what I like to see. We're getting there, guys. We are getting there. I got till October, but I know as soon as the season opens, if I can get a tree made like I just did and actually get something down to her, things are going to look a lot different. So that's what we're looking for. Y'all keep them treed.